Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady Jem. My name is Glennis. Today is the first wash day of March and the beginning of the end of the first quarter. So March is the last month in the quarter of the first quarter for 2025. And so this is the first wash day when I use a clarifying shampoo, a bond treatment, and a protein treatment, and a moisturizing, I'm putting all that in quotes, um, conditioner. Right now, I'm going back and forth on how to do this. Oh, let me start with the pre-poo. It's also March because it's the last month of the quarter. This is when, even though my empties bin is already full, this is when this is where I go and try to use up as much of the open products that I have and finish them out so they can be put in the empties and be done with. I've finished all of the pre-poos that I originally designated for the first quarter. So, well, the second quarter is Olaplex, but third quarter and going forward, I'm going to have to put more than two conditioners, two 8-ounce conditioners, um, to help me round out the quarter. So that's a good thing. That means I will use up more products. So that's a good thing. So this pre-poo situation is pretty much new except for this oil, but I will show you. And again, as I mentioned in an earlier video, I'm trying to use up my conditioners from the natural brands that basically are not conditioning enough for me. Basically, and I refer to them as the BTMS um, conditioners. So here's another one, like might be too bright. It is Annabelle's Perfect Blend Garlic Conditioner. Now, back in the day, um, garlic oils or garlic extract, whatever, um, when I say back in the day, earlier on in like 2013, 2014, 2015, etc., garlic oil was found to help with decreased shedding. Hence, but I did use garlic oil, and man, that thing stink. I would not recommend that. So let's open this actually. And so actually I bought, I don't know how long ago I've had this. Oh, it doesn't smell bad. Oh, thank the good Lord. It's thank you, Jesus. It does not smell like garlic, basically. But anyhow, I bought this for the same purpose to try out to help with the decreased shedding. But I never got around to using it, obviously. So I'm going to use it as a pre-poo. And I'm not going to repeat the ingredients because she may not have this in her stock. So anyhow, and then also I'm going to put the shea oil in so that I can use it up and to thin it out a little bit. Now, I know I said I was going to use my Infusion 23, which I may go back and get that as opposed to this, because again, I didn't really have this in my stash to use. I might just here, I'm already switching up. I might just go back and get my Infusion 23. So I'm going to mix this up in this bowl after I wash it because my daughter used it to put her conditioner in. So that's going to be the pre-poo. Now here's where I'm going back and forth on the shampoo. Now this is the AG Air Balance that I decanted into this bottle. And this is the shampoo I said I'm going to wash. That I'm going to use to wash my hair in the first of the month. But I also want to try this shampoo out that I also had in my stash to use at some point. But it's a hydrating shampoo, so I might put it back because I'm going back and forth because it has sulfate. Yeah, sodium cocoa sulfate. Here's the thing, and I read that of the sulfates, this sodium cocoa sulfate is one of the mildest form of it, and that could very well be accurate because I remember when I used this, my hair didn't feel stripped, and it's only one time, and so my hair didn't feel stripped, etc. So I'm gonna put this back and use this later on in the month, third wash day, which is usually what I said is I think it's third wash day is the hydrating. and we're going to use this. So I'm just going to go ahead and shampoo wash my hair with this, because I'm going to go in and hopefully, because again, the first quarter is when, the first wash day is when I beef up my treatments, etc. So I'm going to go in, hopefully finish off this K18. Then I'm going to go top off the K18, because I'm not going back in the shower. I'm going to come out after I shampoo wash my hair, towel dry my hair, apply the K18. By the time I finish all the way around, I will finish. It will be 4 minutes. I can then go in with this, the Ouida Deep Treatment Curl Restoration shampoo. Conditioner, deep treatment conditioner. Then I'm gonna go back in the shower and rinse it out. Now, the next step, I would have just topped everybody off, but I actually want to follow the instructions. I'm going to rinse this off, then come back. Here, I got another dilemma. I got it. Both of them are, either which way I use them, one or the other will be finished. But it's did I record me using this? I don't remember if I record me using it, but I'll talk about this in a minute. Either which way, if I use them, one of them going to be done. Okay, so the Annabelle's Keratin Protein Treatment. Now, when I use this, it smooths the cuticle because keratin is a large protein. So it does really get into the cortex, the cortex of the hair. It stays literally on the cuticle. But the amino acids in here, because they're small, they actually get under the cortex and help to repair. So this is more the K18, and this is more for the inner baby. This is more for the cuticle. And I think I've used this combo before. My hair for right now, it's loving the protein. My hair does not feel brittle, not from over keratinized. It just feels dry because it needs to be washed. So, but I wanted to, I didn't want to, I'm going back and forth between these two. This is the Annabelle's cholesterol conditioner. I used it once, as you can see, and cholesterol is also in the rotation, as you would have seen in one of the hauls. I bought a bigger thing. I ain't used that yet because this I had in my stash for a while. The last time when I used it, it actually made my hair feel soft. What's in this? Cholesterol, castor oil, BTMS, ceterical alcohol, sunflower oil, fragrance, phenol ethyl, ethanol, and ethyl hexylglycerin. But anyhow, my hair feel soft, but it felt like oil. And the thing, which is probably what I need, the reason why I want to incorporate cholesterol into the regimen is cholesterol is a fatty acid that help to repair the cuticle, the lipid barrier of the cuticle. So hence why I'm more so leaning to this after I've applied this. So keratin might be going back and use maybe next wash day, which is really where I put keratin in when I say moisturizing. It's anything that deals with the cuticle for me, I call that moisture. But that's because anything to do with the cuticle is considered, we call moisture. But I probably should explain that a little bit more, but there's not the video for it. There's a method to my madness. So come along for the ride. So pretty much this is then going to be the wash day. It's just some things are missing. What you don't see me use here is my Bond Pro. That's because I'm going to be focusing more on this. as my treatment. And the Bond Pro, I'm going to use it next wash day, which is the moisturizing wash day. I'm going to use that as the hydrating, and then top off. So, and it's also a bond product. So that goes to deal with hydrogen bond, going with that, and then top it off with this, because I don't know. Yeah, I do have other conditioners open. Again, I'm trying to finish up other conditioners. So it's probably, yeah, I'm probably going to use the Bond Pro and this next wash day, which I'd also decide I'm just going to go ahead and record every one of my wash days and style days. And then, because really, this was my intention in the beginning, way back in 2020, is to record every wash day. And I just now remembered. So that's my plan. So some of them you may see, and some of them you may not see. But anywho, I'm gonna go in, and long intro, but I'm gonna go not right this second, because now I decided I'm hungry again. I'm gonna go and take this out, mix up my pre-poo situation, and then go wash, shampoo, wash, and then come back. Okay, alrighty. Okay, I'm back. It's actually several hours later. I fried some fish and I made soup. So I pre-pooed my hair, emptied. So I haven't emptied this oil. I don't know if it was this oil. Anyhow, so like I said, I mixed the oil and the infusium and the garlic in here, and I used about half. It's a very loosey goosey conditioner. Then adding in the infusium and the oil stretched it some more. So next wash day, I'll finish that container up. So it's like 2 containers of an 8-ounce pre-poo per month. So that means I have to get 6 containers of pre-poo per quarter. Anyhow, but going back to this oil, I don't know if it's this oil or the oils that I've used and put on my hair this week. When I did the first wash, usually I only shampoo wash my hair once. Rarely do I go back for a second cleanse. My hair felt coated. I have my towel on. My hair felt coated and like it wasn't getting completely wet. So I went in with a second lather of the shampoo, and that felt much, much better. So here we are. My hair is not tangled. I also, before I use the comb part of the cosmology, and this is the shedded hair that came out. Actually, I kind of like this. I kind of like the idea of using the cosmology to do the detangling in the shower or the pre-poo part, and then using my black thing that I usually wear, my towel wrap thingy. I need to buy another one. Is somewhere in the laundry basket. And this brush and the flex brush is more for smoothing the hair. So like the styling portion of the hair, that's when I think it's more appropriate to use the brushes so far, those types of brushes. So now I'm gonna go in with the K18. The last time I did the an arm workout, I'm not doing that today. I am not doing that today. So here we are, one down, then I'll come back when it's apply this, okay? Okay, so I've put the K18, it's not finished. I don't know if I didn't use enough. I did 2 pumps. No, I did 4 pumps per quarter. So each quarter I divided up into two. I did 2 pumps per quarter. Then and then for the bigger ones in the back, I went in and I put 2 more pumps just and it wasn't finished. So it's not empty. But I don't see, the thing is can't tell. So I don't know. This is gonna sit for a while now. I was trying to finish it up in this quarter so it does not sit. Again, I'm trying to use up as much products as possible. But anywho, this back section is where I started. My hair is still damp, so I'm just gonna go in with the Weedad conditioner and then go from here. Okay, get a few pumps in my hand. So this is 4 pumps of it, and I'm just gonna go over, and I love this conditioner or this treatment, or whatever they want to call it. Now I prefer to do this in the shower on soaking wet hair, but as you can see, the camera is still not in there. I still haven't fit the camera back up. That's the housing for the GoPro. Yeah. I'm just, yeah. Okay, so there. Not much to write home about. It softens the hair. My hair, as I said, was already pre-detangled. But it doesn't, most importantly, it does not cause the hair to tangle up further. So, and it leaves my hair, there's a little slip to it, and it leaves my hair, anywho, soft afterwards. Not like uber duper soft, but soft enough. It's, after all, it's a repairing treatment. So it has proteins in it. Alrighty, I don't even know if you can get this, if Weedad still has this product. I don't know. So apologies. Uh-oh. This is not the length of my hair. There are 2 right here. And as usual, the thing is downstairs. Are you there? Are you there? Yes. I'm pulling it out, trying to pull it out of the knot. There we go. It must have snapped, but whatever. Oh. Okay, so when I'm finished going all the way around, I am going to rinse it out, then come back and apply the cholesterol treatment. Okay? Alrighty. Well, I did get an empties today. I'm happy about, well, other than the oil, but this is finished. This is what my hair is currently looking like. It was actually a lot. I forced it to be done. But as you've seen, my hair absorbed it all. This is the kind of conditioners that I like. It's whatever's in it, it was making it a little bit silky-ish feeling. It has to do maybe with the amino acids that are in here, and whatever else. It had a little silkiness to it, and so it made my hair feel soft. Anyhow, so this is where I'm at. I'm just gonna take this one out. Then I'm going to go and rinse it all out. I also want to note something. Since I started this all in September, October, I know it's half an inch, but I highly doubt that I've been growing half an inch a month because I got some blood work done and my I'm on reserves and so I have to amp up my multivitamins and my supplements, etc. So with that said, I can feel at least of up to here in my hair, this portion up to here, that doesn't, what I would call my new growth, is laying down much, like closer to my scalp, meaning it's not frizzy, it's not growing out frizzy, it's um well, basically it's not damaged yet. If I want to put it that way. But I mean, usually I felt it before, but I would feel like up to here and then it starts to get poofy. But anyhow, I'm marking that for right now, the poofiness is right here, at least. So if I see in a few months it's down here, then I know I'm doing something right. All right. So right now I see same old, all the way around, but the poofiness is starting here. So let's see, maybe by June, if I'm down here. Then, like I said, then we'll know we're rocking and rolling. All right, okay, let me go rinse this off, come back, and apply the cholesterol treatment, okay? Okay, freshly out the shower. Hate this going in and coming out stuff. But anywho, did I say, have I ever told you how I love thee? I love that conditioner. But anywho, I thank God I have 2 or 3 more. This was the first bottle I bought many moons ago, from Cosmo Prof. And then, like I said before, I found a few more of it at TJ Maxx. So I grabbed them all. Anywho, my hair feels soft. It does not feel over straightened. It feels like, really, it feels coated. Like my cuticle strands are coated. And I love that. But it does say, and this is the second time since I realized it said to use another conditioner over it that I'm doing so, but this is the first time I'm rinsing it out and applying the conditioner after I've rinsed it out, which I think is what, yeah, I did say rinse it out. So for the cholesterol, nothing to write home about while applying it, but is the rinsing it off. Like I said, I've used this once before, and when I rinsed baby friend off my hair, there was the coating to it, like, again, it is, oh, by the way, it is an cholesterol treatment, at least in African American hair, is not something new. We used to do this in the relaxed days. But anyhow, it is to help with replacing the lipid barrier of the hair strand. And so, which is like the fatty alcohols, fatty oils. So nothing to write home about, but when you rinse it out, that's when you, if you want to call it magic, that's when you feel the magic to it, so to speak. And like I said, I've only used this once before, and that's what I felt. So I will report back on what I feel now after I go rinse out, after I rinse it out. Yeah, I think I have enough for the other back section. Yeah, I did this one. No, I don't know if Annabelle still have this particular cholesterol treatment list, in her shop. But what I like about it, even though silicone is my friend or going to be my friend, the methicone is not really my friend. The methicone is not the friend, at least not higher up on the listing. Is what I'm after in conditioners. I'm looking more for the silicones that don't build up the methicone builds up. That don't build up, ooh, and or evaporates. Oh, yay. See, that was soaking wet still. That was not before. Before, my hair would have been a completely dried mess. What was I saying? Yeah, the methicone. It's not really what I'm aiming to incorporate. Granted, some of my products may have the methicone, but there gotta be something else in it to sway my mind about the methicone higher up in the inky list. So that, my point is, I don't remember if the other cholesterol treatment that I have, if it's silicone or the methicone free. So if it's the methicone free, if it's the methicone free, yay. If it's not, at least if the methicone is farther down, I'm okay with that, like I said. But if it's like high up, then I don't know. I don't think I would have bought it with the methicone listed so high up. But we shall see. You never know. Sometimes I lose my mind when I see stuff and I buy stuff. I'm compiling a list of ingredients. Remember, I did a video about brands that don't speak to me. Well, I'm doing one with ingredients that I don't particularly care for. So I'm compiling the list. Oh Jesus, this is getting everywhere. That's gonna be like a 2026 video as I go through as much product as I possibly can to find out what's work, what doesn't work in my current situation. So, anywho, let me see what the directions say. Warnings. That's warning. Direction. Apply to freshly washed damp hair. Leave on up to 30 minutes. Rinse thoroughly. Can be used with or without heat. It's now 6:15 p.m. Alrighty. It's gonna be a long day. All right, I got another empties, by the way. So yay for me. This is what this month is gonna be about. Empties month. Alrighty. Are you? So I have 3. Yay. I wish I could have finished the K18, but whatever. So I have 3. I have the 2 conditioners and the oil. Unfortunately, but you're gonna go look. The styler is brand new, so I won't get any empties. At least I don't think for the month I will get any empties there. But at the end of the month I will, because at the end of the month I'm planning to do a battle of the stylers that I used this quarter. So I will have more empties there. But anywho, 1 down, 3 more to go. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back from rinsing out the cholesterol treatment. And this is what my hair looks like. Feels nice and soft. Cuticles are laid down. I'm loving it. I'm loving this. However, while I was in there, I was thinking that my hair is feeling, quite straightened. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I do this going forward, the bond treatment, the protein treatment, and the cholesterol treatment. But my hair felt straightened, but yet my cuticles are like laid. So that's this wash day, first wash day of the month of the last month of the quarter. Whatever. Today is March the 2nd. I think today's the second. Yeah. So that's what this is. So that's the end of this wash day. Um, the first wash day of the next month, April, is a new quarter, which is a whole new um set of products. And so join me. Let's see what madness I get up to. Okay. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.